destiny of the warrior is balance in all things. And when balance is lost, all that is left is the reckoning. Ghost, coming 2003 from Blizzard Entertainment.
What's up, guys? I bring to you another video, and this time it is on the Neca Heroes of the Storm Nova Ghost. Now, I've been eyeballing this figure for a while. I know that she's become, kind of the peg warmer at Toys R Us. Especially when you're hunting for predators and aliens, you seem to always find, this figure, and it seems the Booker DeWitt figure, have become the pet, the NECA peg warmers. But honestly, I've actually been wanting to pick this figure up for a while. When I found out she was being released, I wanted to pick her up, and one of the main reasons I did was because going back, let's go back to 2001 when I first played the original StarCraft, and that game was just completely awesome to me. The real-time strategy with the full motion video characters. You had the Jim Raynor, the Sarah Kerrigan, and then Emperor Minx, I think so, that was his name. But it was just an awesome game, and me and my friends would always spend hours playing that game. So anyways, going a few years later, it was like 2002, when they announced that they were making a StarCraft Ghost game, and it was going to feature Nova as the playable character. And I was excited because it was a third-person shooter, and you got to get all up close and personal with all the different characters, with the Zerg, the Terran, and the Protoss, and you got to see them face to face, and I thought that was completely awesome. And then the fact that you could play as Nova, which is a ghost character. For anyone who's played StarCraft knows that the ghost characters were awesome, especially their animations and the skills that they can use in StarCraft was just awesome. They turn invisible, and they had the ability to launch a nuclear strike. And they actually showcased some of that stuff in the game, the StarCraft Ghost game. That of course, you could turn invisible. There'd be points when you'd have to carry out a nuclear launch attack, and I was excited for the game. It was going to be released on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, but then it was canceled. Well, not really canceled. It went into delay, and then it got picked up by different developers, and and then they canceled it, and it sucked because I was looking forward to that game. But so now that NECA released this figure, I had to pick her up because the Nova character, she's just complete badass. I played some of the StarCraft 2 game, and I was awesome. It was I was excited when they featured her in the game. Basically a nod to the canceled StarCraft Ghost game. But anyways, let's get this open and get the review going. So here she is out of the packaging, and I was kind of messing around with her. I got her ponytail on. That was kind of a pain in the butt because right here I kind of had to screw it on a little bit. Not screw it on, but just poke the ponytail in and then start swiveling it in there. But it was kind of a pain. I was going over some of her articulation, and she's got some pretty good articulation. But let's get into some of the detail of her. So, as you can see, focus, her face is decent. I mean, they did an okay job. I mean, it could have been better. You know, kind of, for anyone that's followed the StarCraft Ghost game, you know, she's she's got a sexier look than this. But I mean, they managed to do an okay job. And then you can see she's got her goggles on top of her head. She's got the blue lining. It's pretty good how they sculpted it. And then her boots. They managed to do a pretty good job with the sculpt. And that's something about Neca. They always manage to, you know, hit A1 effort with their sculpting. Sometimes their quality control can be a bit iffy, but as far as the sculpting is concerned, they always do a good job, and especially lately they've been knocking it out of the park. But this is one of their older figures. I believe this figure came out either last year or in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Or I'm sorry, 2015. Like the end of 2015, I think. She also comes with, of course, her freaking big ass sniper rifle. And of course they did an awesome job sculpting that. You can see it. Just that gunmetal wash that they used was pretty just awesome. And then of course they have the blue that they put in. Just an awesome job that they did. And then of course she comes with her pointing hand. Right when she's about to unleash a nuke, she puts her hands like that and pow. So that's cool that they included that. I'm gonna be posing her with that hand, so I'm just gonna take the hand out right now. Give me a second. Oh crap! So let's get into her articulation. So she does have double jointed knees. She can bend like that. And the same thing right there. She can kick out that much. And her leg can twist around like that. And her foot is on a pivot. Go side to side, down. I don't want to force it. Like I was saying, one thing with Neca, sometimes her quality control can be not that good. So I don't want to force her into poses and then, you know, she'll end up falling apart. But yeah, and then at her elbows, it's only just the one joint. She can bend like that. arms can go up that much. They can go out more. You just have to heat up the joints, you know, with hot water or blow dryer, and then her arms will go out more. Like I said, I don't want to force it. And then of course her hand is on a ball joint, so she can move her hand like that. Now it's kind of cool that they did it, but they put the peg on the sniper rifle so that way you could fit into her hand. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So yeah, there's the hole. And then you just fit the sniper rifle. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Jeez. So yeah, can get her into that pose. She's holding her sniper rifle. Holding it up. And then pointing as she's about to launch a nuclear attack. So yeah, this is a really awesome figure. Now I got this from the Blizzard store when they were having their clearance sale, and I picked her up for $6. Honestly, if you can get her for a discount at Toys R Us for about $15, she's worth it. But I mean, for $23, it is kind of a stretch because the detail on her, it could have been better with just some of the different features that they could have done with her different. I would pay $15, not $23. I mean, especially with all the other different NECA figures, especially the new ones like the Predators coming out. For me though, you know, like I was saying earlier, I wanted to pick her up because, well, I mean mainly because it's more of like a childhood thing. She's just really awesome when I first saw her when they were making the StarCraft Ghost game. So I would recommend picking her up. She's a great character. So that will about do it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what I'm doing right. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. And I will see you guys in the next video.